Dana, what brings you here today?
I'm concerned about my weight and my health, and I'm looking to make changes and to have to learn how to do exercises to control my weight and to improve my health.
Okay, well, that sounds like an excellent goal. So meeting with me is a good start.
Good.
So beginning with talking about your weight loss goal based on your weight and height and waist circumference, the measurements that we've already done,
Okay.
you are at an increased health risk for developing things such as diabetes or heart disease.
Okay.
But it's a risk. It's an increased risk. It doesn't necessarily mean it's going to happen. So definitely talking with me and figuring out a plan is a good way to decrease the risk.
And that's why you should do a plan, right? And get healthier so that will even be more decreased, right?
That's right.
Okay.
So that's what we're going to help figure out today.
Okay.
So the first step with that is just thinking about some goals.
Okay.
So we're going to use the SMART acronym. So we're looking for specific goals. So your goal, you're saying, is to lose weight and feel healthier. So
Yes.
So that's general, and we're just going to narrow that down specifically.
Okay.
And it's measurable, so you know what your goal is, and we'll find a way to quantify it to see if you are actually meeting your goal.
Okay.
And actionable, so devising the plan. So we will talk about exercise. I have a couple tools that we'll use in just a minute to help figure out the kind of things you like. As well, we will look at healthy eating and a little bit, we'll talk about the Canada Food Guide.
Okay.
Relevant, I mean, obviously for you, it's important for you
Yeah.
to lose weight and feel better about yourself.
Yes.
And then in a timely fashion. So we will look at setting a deadline. So think about time points down the road and then going back through the acronym, what do we want to achieve at each of those time points.
Oh, that sounds excellent.
Okay, good. So the first tool we're going to use is this goal setting worksheet. So I'll just get you to have a look at that and we can just kind of read through it together.
Okay.
So you're like a long-term physical activity goal. So thinking beyond, a couple months from now, or actually, what do you consider as a long-term goal?
Well, I'd like to be able, to get out there and feel good, at least 3 times a week.
Okay.
Right now it's like going upstairs and I'm just tired and I don't want to feel that way. Is that the kind of thing you're looking for?
Sure. So a long-term physical activity goal is?
Regular exercise.
Yeah. And you mentioned 3 times a week.
Yeah, that sounds reasonable.
Okay. So what do you need to do to achieve 3 times a week? So what do you need to focus on?
Well, getting into a routine, like an exercise routine, and I need to be able to look forward to it. I want to have, fun, and you want to see results because then it's motivating, right? I want to be motivated and focus on motivation.
Sure. So I'm willing to do the following to make it happen.
Set aside 3 mornings a week,
and see how this 3 mornings a week kind of ties back into the specific part of the goal. Exercise 3 mornings a week. Others will know about the change I am making when
I'm looking good.
Looking good. Fine. Or when they see you out.
Well, yeah, I'd be more comfortable wearing a bathing suit, going swimming with my kids, and being out there and not feeling like I need to cover up.
Okay. So you had mentioned...
And have energy too, right?
And have energy, but it sounds like confidence.
Yes, confidence.
Okay.
That's a good word. Ooh.
I like that. How do you think you would sabotage yourself?
Oh, yeah. When everyone goes to bed and you want to eat ice cream, I think I can get up and move.
Okay.
It's the eating. It's the, not having anyone tell you that's not a good idea because everyone's in bed.
Okay, so if I said late night eating,
Yes.
does that sound right? Late night eating. So what do you promise to yourself then to tie back?
To exercise 3 times a week. My promise is to. Can I reward myself if I do these things on a weekly basis?
Sure.
Like a series of rewards, maybe, to help me stay on task.
Is rewards. And right now, this might seem a little overwhelming to have to come up with all these specificities.
Yeah.
Right now, this is something that we can do. But let's just come up with one. So one specific goal. So let's go to our acronym. So the specific goal.
Maybe walking 2 kilometers.
Okay.
To start,
Okay, walking 2 kilometers. So measurable.
Yes.
Do you have a route around your neighborhood that you know is perfect?
Yeah.
And how you will get out there?
And maybe decreasing the time it takes me to walk the 2 kilometers.
That's a good goal number 2.
Oh, okay,
I'm
good.
going to throw that in there.
Okay.
But actionable, how are you going to get to that? That's what brings back to your 3 times a week exercise.
Right.
Relevant, important. You have already jumped ahead a goal. You want to decrease the time it's going to take you, so that implies that it is important to you.
Mm-hmm.
And time. So what's your deadline to achieve this walking 2 kilometers goal?
Maybe a month?
A month?
A month? Does that
Sure.
sound reasonable?
I think that's
doable. I want to make it doable, right? Because if it's too crazy, then it's not going to happen. But that's 12 sessions, so I think I can work up to that.
And that's good. Recognizing that you want to make sure it's doable, which brings us to another kind of tool that we can use. Your lifestyle needs and physical activity preferences. So you had a look through this earlier, and you did read 3.
Yes.
You did read through 3 of them.
Have a structured activity and to improve my health and to be physically active.
Right. So,
I think those are all things we've talked about already.
So, structured activity, be active, physically active.
And to improve my health. And I think, by physically active, you will improve your health, right? They are direct correlation there, right?
That's right. They do all kind of mesh together. So
I just think I need something structured, because I've tried by myself before, and it just doesn't work for me. Some people are very self-motivated, and I have difficulty, and that's why I need a reward of some kind. Buying a new book, going to see a movie or something, right?
And it's good to have that, to use for your motivation.
You have to, not have a food reward, I think.
So what kind of activity? Like for a structure, you talked about having a plan.
Right.
So what type of plan? Like, is it a plan to get to your 2 kilometers? Is it a plan for strength training? Is it just
Well, for a more structure, I would be comfortable with some weight training, because I think that will help me in my walking, and then eventually maybe I can get up to 5 kilometers instead of just 2 kilometers. And I just don't have the, it would definitely help my ability to meet the walking goal too, I think.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you're finding your weights in your walking goal.
Yeah.
Also is the activity that would satisfy your need to get physically active, and in turn it would also satisfy the need to improve your health.
Right.
Okay, now just coming back to what you've said about now you're wanting to walk 5 kilometers.
Further goal.
That is another goal, but that you're thinking long term.
Yeah.
That means you're excited.
I am excited.
And you are ready to make this change. So
yes.
I am looking forward to...
Tired of being like this, yes.
Oh. I am looking forward to finding activities that you enjoy and putting together a structured program. So that's the first part. I'm sorry if I interrupted you.
No, I'm very excited.
And
I'm just blurting things out.
And the second thing that we'll just talk about is the Canada Food Guide and healthy eating. Now, you had mentioned that late night ice cream snack. Maybe I'm thinking ice cream, but I might be projecting. So working in concert with your activity is the healthy eating.
Okay.
Are you familiar with the Canada Food Guide?
I've heard of it, but I haven't really looked at it or taken it too seriously or anything. Yeah.
Well, let's have a look at it together. So I have it just on this tablet here. So with your age, so being a female and over 51, we're looking at 7 servings of fruit and vegetables. Now,
how much is a serving?
that's a good question. So you can see here, like fresh or frozen can, half a cup. But I mean, you might look at an apple and think, well, how much is this? So generally, think a small apple, 1, a larger apple, 2, or you have your big oranges, bananas, 1.
A small banana.
Small banana for 1.
Yeah.
Yes, they are. Leafy vegetables, your salads, and now sometimes you're going to look at a salad, and there's going to be some vegetables, some fruit and stuff, and I'm not saying you have to pick it apart, measure it, but eyeball it, have an idea. Okay, this looks like it's about 3 cups, so that's 6 servings of fruit and vegetables.
Well, that'd be easy to meet that goal then, right?
And then grain products, so we're looking at 6. So you have your slice of bread. Bagels are tricky because they're dense and larger, so half a bagel versus a full slice of bread.
Okay.
And then half a cup, again, just like the fruits and vegetables, your half a cup of rice, your half a cup of cereal.
And pasta. Oh, so for the cereal, is the serving here the same as the serving they say on the box?
Not necessarily. The servings on the box is what the manufacturer will put on it. So a serving, let's say, of Cheerios could be 1 cup, but that's 2 servings according to the Canada Food Guide. So then you would just have to look at it as, well, that's 2 of your 6 for the day versus the 1 it might say on the box.
Okay.
And then 3 servings of your milk and alternative. So you can see it encompasses your milks, but also your yogurts and your cheese. And I mean, cheeses are dense, so generally like the size of a dice is
a serving of cheese.
A serving of cheese, yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, it's
that could be up there with ice cream.
Yeah. Yeah. But I mean, your yogurt, your quarter cup of your yogurt.
Quarter cup? Those little cups aren't even a quarter cup.
I
know.
know.
The little mini goes maybe. Are those like a quarter cup?
Well, 175 grams. So I think those are about 100. So you have 2. Now, I'm not saying you have to take out 100 grams and then only eat 3/4 of another one. You're a little over. I mean, maybe on your cereal, just have a little less milk to even it out.
Or just buy a big yogurt and measure it out. Yeah.
And then your meat and alternatives. So for your meats, looking at about the size of a deck of cards, and then there's also beans, tofu, eggs.
So you have peanut butter here, and it's 2 tablespoons. So the amount of protein in 2 tablespoons of peanut butter, is that the same as eggs or meat?
They are about the same.
Okay.
I mean, using the Canada Food Guide, it's not like some other diets or eating plans where you're eating X number of grams of carbohydrates or proteins.
Okay.
I mean, the Canada Food Guide is a guide to help you eat a more balanced.
So you wouldn't recommend I eat 6 tablespoons of peanut butter in a day?
Well, variety is also good, right? I don't know if you...
What if I really like peanut butter?
Well, remember that reward you're talking about?
Peanut butter on my ice cream, yeah.
Whoa. But anyway, so yeah, just about variety and about being aware, and I think a good place to start, I mean, if this seems overwhelming, you're not quite sure, eat how you normally would for a couple days.
Okay.
And just write it down.
Oh, okay.
And don't think too much about having to, I should cut down this later because I had this. But just awareness is the start. I'm sorry?
No, you go ahead.
It's all about, like, the changes and, like, bringing back to the healthy lifestyle. I mean, part of it at the beginning is being aware and not feeling overwhelmed.
Well, it's interesting here that, they have different amounts of servings depending on your age. And I think when you're 20, you eat this much food. And when you turn 50, you're still eating that much food, but your body's just not metabolizing the same. And I think that's partly why, I'm gaining so much weight. I think I'm still eating like I'm 20 is probably the issue. So this will help me. You know what I mean? And and I can write down like how much, like right now when I'm eating like a cup or whatever, and then I'll look at this and go, whoa, that's way too much. So this is a good resource. Thank you.
Oh, you're welcome. And just one final thing is that we can use even Canada Food Guide